This is an inventory to help people find the cause of their unbearable feeling. And if you work your way through these checklists, you can be able to locate what is the core belief that underlies the unbearable feeling that you might be having. The first step is to select out of the list that I'm putting forward as possibilities the unbearable feeling you have, and you might have others that are not listed, and then to be able to name that belief that is behind that unbearable feeling, and then find evidence to counter that belief by then replacing the unbelief and the lie with a true belief. So I'll start with some of the possible unbearable feelings that people have. Number 1, rejection. Number 2, overwhelming anxiety. Number 3, fear. 4, loneliness. 5, violent anger. 6, uselessness. 7, failure. 8, hopelessness. 9, unconnected. The related beliefs to those unbearable feelings that rise up sometimes, and we tend to want to push them down and hide from them, could be things like, number 1, with rejection. I don't fit in. No one wants me in their group, family, club, or community. Number 2, overwhelming anxiety. I can't control outcomes. Everything will turn to my loss. Number 3, fear. I will face harm to myself and not be able to protect myself and others. Number 4, loneliness. I am unlovable and no one really wants me to be with them. 5, violent anger. I must control the people who make me uncomfortable by using violence. 6, uselessness. I will never be able to be normal and do normal things. I am abnormal. Number 7, failure. I will never be a success in others' eyes. I can't do the right thing. Number 8, hopelessness. I'll never have a future to look forward to. There is no plan for my life. Now let's look at some of the evidence that might be there to prove that this belief is a lie. And in this case, with each unbearable feeling and its related core belief, I'm suggesting that the person makes a list. For number 1, rejection. List the groups and the family, club or community where you have fitted in successfully up till now. Number 2, overwhelming anxiety. List your achievements when you have turned anxiety to an achievement with a good outcome. 3, fear. List the fears that you have faced when you were able to protect yourself and others. 4, loneliness. List the persons who love you and want you to be with them. An example would be your higher power, God. Number 5, violent anger. List the times when you managed your anger without using violence. 6, uselessness. List the normal things you have done successfully. For example, schooling, study, work. Number 7, failure. List your achievements when you succeeded doing the right thing. E.g., you graduated. Number 8, hopelessness. List the events you are looking forward to in the future. What are your ideas for your plans for the future? Now, to find a right belief that isn't a lie, because the previous beliefs that we've been over are lies, and that the evidence in our lives proves that this is not true. We have had times when we've dealt with those unbearable feelings. We have actually had times when we've had a right belief about these things. So the next step is to find a right belief to replace the lie. And I'm suggesting some of these beliefs. Number 1, instead of rejection, saying, I am accepted by, and make a list of the people that you're accepted by. Number 2, an overwhelming anxiety. I can trust God and my higher power to work things out. I can use the serenity prayer to gain peace and serenity. Number 3, fear. I have faith that God will protect me and others. I have faith in my higher power. Number 4, loneliness. I am loved by God and those who love God. I have love for these people, and I know I'm loved by these people. Number 5, violent anger. I can be angry but not sin by doing violence and harm. I can be and learn to be in the process of peacemaking. 6, uselessness. I am normal and can succeed at many tasks. I can be disciplined in my work habits. 7, failure. I am a success in God's opinion when I do His will. I can do the right thing and be right. Number 8, hopelessness. I do have a future that will mean something to me. I can have hope. The final steps are to enjoy this recovery, to enjoy this feeling of, I can do these things. I can be aware of this unbearable feeling. I can, instead of pushing it down and hiding it, I can bring it out and talk about it with my mouth and with other people. I can confess the lie, and I can replace that lie with a true belief. And some of the core beliefs and the feelings that come from doing that process are things like, for number 1, instead of rejection, you feel acceptance. Number 2, instead of overwhelming anxiety, you feel trust. Number 3, instead of fear, you have faith. And number 4, instead of loneliness, you experience love. Number 5, instead of using violent anger, you experience peace and peacemaking. And number 6, instead of uselessness, you feel usefulness. You have a purpose. And 7, instead of failure, you feel a success. And number 8, instead of hopelessness, you experience hope.